So yeah, that's how I have this knife, Amy. And I'm so proud of myself because and look here, Kevin. Kevin will appreciate this because see that corkscrew?
Yeah, I was impressed with because I was hurt a little. I had to take my knife off my keychain to go to the airport, and I was like, "Whoa, wait, how do you have that?"
And I was doing the Adam Carolla show a while back, and they said that they're going to start allowing, I think knives up to 2.5 inch blades back on airplanes, and. Man, as much as of a knife guy as I am, the people are so damn crazy out there these days that I don't think you should allow the blades back on the plane. I carry one of those, have you ever seen those, it's a pen, what do they call it? A tactical pen. You can use it as a weapon. It writes.
I did bring I have the TSA knife, and it's like a plunger, and then it's plastic, but it's like you can get it through TSA. I brought that.
Yeah, man, I'm never unarmed. I'm always packing something. But tell me about the luchadors real quick.
So that was one of my things that I didn't want to say what if. Right. I was playing in bands before
Because you play bass.
Yeah.
When did you start playing bass?
Before I wrestled. So before
high school?
No, in college area. So when I played in some project bands with some people, but never toured and like the full band. So when I retired, that was just one of my things on my list that I wanted to. I didn't want to say what if. So we did 3 U.S. tours, 3 European tours. On that last one, I lost some money. I was like, all right, I saw what happened. I did it. I've got that chapter. Check.
So, but what kind of music did you grow up listening to? Were y'all punk influenced or what?
Yeah, I just grew up on like 80s, like hardcore punk rock. It's like skate music. I skateboarded and I've transitioned that now into surfing. And
my wife is heavy duty into the punk scene, and I can only name a couple of bands. What was it that drew you to the punk scene?
God,
was it the rebellious nature or was it the music itself?
It was both. To me, and the music embodied the rebellious nature. It was, if you didn't get it, you didn't get it, and I didn't want you to get it. And so if you're in, then you're in, and you're one of us. And if you're not, then like stay out there, and we're just going to kick and scream about some stuff.
Non-conformity?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you played bass, but you sang as well?
Yeah. And in my band, I would play bass and I would play guitar to write. But on stage, I didn't want the cumbersomeness of having an instrument in front of me because I would jump all over the place. And so I just sang.
So you're not doing that anymore?
No, I have that chapter now.
You're so interesting. You were clipping along in pro wrestling, and okay, it's time to luchadors. Okay, running time to flip this. Tell me, you got to tell me about this place in Nicaragua we got, because basically you spend most of your time in Atlanta, and you're heavily involved with animal rescue stuff because you started Adore.
Yeah.
Amy Dumas.
Operation Rescue and Education.
Yes.
Yeah, so I did that from, branching off with my knack and getting involved in the animals and stuff then. It kind of really being therapeutic for me. I couldn't take care of myself, be able to take care of someone else. But, so I did that, and then with finding this whole Nicaragua chapter it's almost like the whole full circle thing. A lot of things I feel like come full circle. And I had always attachment to the Latin American community from starting in Mexico, and then just kind of going down there and having my... It's like a whole nother world.
Yeah, but had you ever wrestled down there? Because I know you were down in Mexico, but okay, when you went to Mexico, that was Mexico City.
Sure.
So then how in the hell you say, Nicaragua, you gotta have a place in Nicaragua.
Well, they make it really hard for you to own land in Mexico as a foreigner.
Right.
So I wanted to, I'm always trying to learn something new, and I'm okay at Spanish, but I wanted that to be something that I delved into deeply. And I just thought, well, maybe if I, like the average person does, I thought maybe if I own a house down there that would be one way to go straight to the source again and keep up with my Spanish. So now Spanish and surfing, I'll spend time and kind of learning and figuring out those things. It's just fun to learn something new always and feel like you're growing.
So then what is a typical day like? What is a typical day like for you? Once you go down to Nicaragua and say, we were talking earlier, you said you might go down there for a 5-month stretch. So, I mean, what's life down there? How does your day work?
God, it's so great.
Oh, hell, you're going to say nothing. Wake up and surf and hang out with Mackenzie to kill her dog.
Yeah.
What? Tell me about getting her back and forth.
It's so easy. That was one of the things I looked at before I bought a place. All I have to do is have a rabies vaccination. She's good. She can come and go. She loves it. She chases waves. I wake up, go for a run on the beach. That's our morning.
Right.
Come back, make some breakfast. Check the tides. We surf at tides, at high tides.
Right.
Surf once a day. If not, they've got kettlebells in the gym down there. They've got a gym down. I'll do that. My friends own a sailboat tour, so I'll go out with them on the sailboat. And then the flip side to that is it's a really nice town. There's fancy massage and nice restaurants, but five miles away, or you can go and be involved in like getting running water to a village, or I've helped going to be like an English program at the school that was just built, and so you can be involved in like as real stuff or as kind of check out and fluffy and simple and have a nice day stuff, or as real as you want to be, and I just love being parts of both sides of that.
So they just accept you. How long have you been down there now?
Since '09.
Oh, so you're a regular now. But I mean, is there like a whole lot of white people down there?
There's an expat
Stick out
community.
like a sore thumb?
There's an expat community down there, but the fun thing is they get wrestling down there. But so they're just like, oh yeah, Lita. Like they're like, they know it's me, but they're just like, whatever. That's it's not like a big deal.
Yeah.
And so that's nice. It's cool. I mean, it's like Lita's like my nickname. Like everyone has a nickname
Right.
down there, as opposed to if I hear that on the street, I'm just like, oh, what?
Yeah.
No.
Well, don't say Steve Williams. Hey, Mr. Williams. No, man, I really did legally change my name to Austin. That's who I am. So what do you prefer, Atlanta or Nicaragua? Don't say either one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got to have one favorite.
No. I prefer Nicaragua. Like I see myself being down there long term as things go
Do
by.
you think you'll segue out of Atlanta and go full-time Nicaragua?
I could see basing more because it's still
Right.
really easy to get from Nicaragua to anywhere that I want to get.
Right.
I can get to Nicaragua quicker than I can get to LA. So I could see basing down in Nicaragua, but I just love traveling. I've been doing some appearances, and I've been doing this new thing where like I'm doing an appearance in July in London, but then I booked a trip to Portugal off of my London trip because I just there's a surf break out there. That I was like, oh look, there's this break right here. I'm gonna go do that for a week based off of this London trip.
So then you think, okay, it'll be time to close the chapter on Nicaragua and go somewhere else.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's such a small
You
little
just open
town,
anything.
but it's
Yeah.
as if it grows. I say, well, give me that problem,
Right.
because right now I'll rent it when I'm not there, and it stays rented. So I'm like, well, if it becomes a place that's kind of advanced, then I'll move on to the next Nicaragua or whatever happens. I don't love planning.
Now, you're on Twitter at Amy Dumas.
Yes.
At Amy Dumas on Twitter, and your website is theamydumas.com. So I noticed on your website you got a bunch of appearances. So how hot and heavy are you out there making the rounds?
This year, I thought I'd do the Hall of Fame, do appearances for like a year, and then after that, I'll be 39 in a couple weeks.
Still young, so you got a couple years left in the tank. If you want it.
Yeah, well, I thought, if I
Get
do
that call from
appearances-
Stephanie.
Well, yeah, sometimes I give this call. And then after a year, I just like to make it be a little more scarce. And I do enjoy the cameos here, coming back and having fun. But, I don't need to be. I run this chapter, and so do some appearances, but I kind of tag vacation, exploration kind of things onto there. And yeah, just kind of switch gears after that. So yeah, I want to do some appearances this year, and then I want to phase that out.
Now, you wrote one book or two books?
I wrote one book, but then I just did some articles for a new vegan strength training book.
Right. So is that going to come out?
That's out, yeah.
Okay, so, but any, now that you're on to the next chapter of your life, any aspirations or desires to write another book?
Have you done that? It's pretty labor intensive.
Well, I'm trying to write one right now, and it ain't going with a damn. And I wrote the first one, but basically that was Jim Ross and Dennis Sprint. I was talking to them, and I recorded some stuff, so I'm like ADD. I'm crazy, and so it's not a good process for me. But the fact that you did one, I just was interested.
Well, so what do you think? So I was thinking, because that's what I initially thought when I was kind of reading. I was like, I should write another book. I've had so many.
Sounds like a great idea.
It does. Sounds like it. But then as I started, because that came out in like 2003 or something,
Yeah,
I was like,
it's been a
so
while.
many things have happened since then. But then as I started thinking about how daunting, I was like, I don't know that. It's pretty labor intensive. I was thinking of maybe, but I did really enjoy writing my speech, and I do enjoy stuff. So I was thinking more like public speaking. I think you would be awesome at that, like where you can kind of skew it towards different audiences, and then you don't have to write it.
But you know what? You said the key thing when you were writing your speech, you're still writing a book. If you just start writing a book, but you don't have a hard deadline, and you can take up to a year to write that thing, if there's not a real timeline, then I can dig it. Trying to work on a timeline, I'm under the gun, it's crunch time.